Good morning. My name is Chris Fox, and today we're going to cover 5 steps to deliver criticism to authors. And make no mistake, this is very much a survival skill as an author in this industry, especially if you're a new author, because one of the ways that we improve our craft is finding other authors that are at or around our level and critiquing their work and hopefully receiving critiques from them in turn. Now, you can handle how you react to criticism, and that's something that I'll cover in another video. But today I want to talk about how you deliver that criticism in an effective way, because we've all met an author who, our egos tend to swell a little bit as we get better, and we'll overestimate how much progress we've made as a writer, and we'll write something that we're really proud of that is deeply flawed, and we'll show it to people, and that person's ego, while larger, is also more fragile. And so when we deliver our feedback, they're just crushed and they lash out in anger. And that's sort of what you want to avoid. So this list of steps is kind of how I do that today when I'm doing criticisms for people, or critiques rather, for people. So here's the list. Step 1, I ask what their purpose is. What's the purpose of the criticism? Are they trying to get praise, or do they really want criticism? Now, if they really want criticism, I'm sort of assessing a level in my head. Is this somebody that I can tell a couple of small things to and they'll be okay? Or is this a professional author who is looking for a list of 19 things? So everything that I've detected wrong, they should be told about. That latter author is very, very rare, and I'll almost never do that. Usually when I'm giving feedback to people, I'll give them up to 3 things to work on and no more. After I have some idea of what I think the author wants, I'll verbally clarify it with them, or I'll clarify it in writing. I'll say, okay, so what you want me to do is critique your short story, and I'm looking for these things, right? And then they'll answer you back usually. And so now you've gotten writing, or you've gotten from them verbally, exactly what their expectations are. When I deliver the criticism, this 3rd step, super simple, do it in writing and do it remotely if possible. So email is perfect for this. Everybody's got email. Most writers work with it all the time. They're excited to get an email from you. So what you want to do is deliver it remotely. And you're doing this so that they can react however they need to react, for however long they need to react, in privacy. If they get angry and they're punching the wall, or they're upset because of things that you've said, they can go through their entire process on their own, and then when calm, they can reply to you. But if you're having lunch with this author and you've just finished reading their book and you're like, these are the things that I hated, they don't have that distance. And oftentimes they'll react very badly when given that information. I try, step number 4, to use the compliment sandwich. And if you're not familiar with a compliment sandwich, it's very straightforward. I loved your protagonist and I liked this thing about them. I didn't like this so much. I felt like maybe you could have described this better, but it was really cool when the protagonist did that. So you're doing positive, negative, positive, and you're leaving them on that positive. So they've received a little bit of negative criticism, but overall, hopefully you're feeling good because you also said some good things. And then finally, the 5th step is I thank the author for the opportunity to critique their work, and then I get out. And if they respond badly, and they oftentimes will, you've got to be ready for this, do not engage. Do not engage. If they're angry at you and they're counterpointing the critique, don't even reply. Don't even reply. Just stay away from that situation, because you stepped on an author landmine. This person's going to be super upset. Nothing you are going to say is going to change it. It's not about you. It's about their attachment to the writing. So anyway, guys, that's 5 simple steps you can take to deliver criticism. I thought this video was timely because I've actually been asked this recently, where I've got author friends who are kind of coming up in the ranks and they're doing well. And so they've got other authors that are approaching them, asking them specific questions, and they wanted to know kind of how best to handle that. So hopefully this is useful. Anyway, guys, I do need to get back to the writing. I am knee-deep in Dying World. That's the current project that I'm finishing. Also working on the Arc War at the same time. It looks like I'll probably finish Dying World first, just because it's a much shorter book. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. But I am going to get back to the writing, and I will see you next week.